Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. When a team already has a playoff spot in their back pocket, it can be easy to lose focus and ease up late in the regular season. But not losing momentum going into the playoffs is also important, so they just can't mail it in here. It's the Browns going up against the Jaguars. Set for the call of this Week 15 matchup, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Larry, first opened in 1995. There's a look inside Everbank Field here in the River City of Jacksonville, Florida. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They come in the midst of a pretty bad stretch here. Losers of 5 straight.
So many different reasons teams hit the losing skids, but the best way out of it?
Nothing on the scoreboard, 0-0 as the offense gets ready to take over the football. The ground. This is Isaiah Crowell. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
That play almost seemed like a baseball play. See ball, hit ball. But in this case, see guy with ball, tackle guy with ball.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. It's hauled in by Devin Smith. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the second level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But if the strong safety position end up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
A first down carry now for Crowell. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10 to the 7. They practiced this all week. Pretty clear it paid off there. Threw it downfield, made it look relatively easy.
And it always comes a little bit easier when you've practiced it and tuned things up and you're confident in what you're doing now. They felt very, very good about their plan, and we saw the execution because the confidence of the players was there.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. The pigskin on the 7-yard line now. It's 1st and goal. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may...
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Isaiah Crowell with touchdown number 23 here on the year. And the Browns have taken the early lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall.
offense set to take the field here as they have the football in the final minute of this first quarter. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
Let's see if they dial it up this drive. No gain on the play there. Second down. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've hit the end of quarter one. 7-3 the score. EA Sports NFL Sunday returns following this.
The NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Head & Shoulders. Shoulders were made for greatness, not dandruff.
Back with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They'll come up on a 3rd and 4 here to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
It's really come into vogue to talk about the different gaps that the defense tries to attack in an offensive line. And most of the time we're talking about blitzes. How many times have you heard double A-gap blitz? Well, where is the A-gap? It's the space between the center and the guards, either side. So when you're having a double A-gap blitz, that's two guys coming through that gap. In this situation, though, that A-gap wasn't open for the defense to exploit. The offensive line took care of it, protected it, and moved the defensive guys out of the way to allow for that nice run.
Dancing to his left. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Crowell. Down right around the 25. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Miles Jack in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start.
The 25-yard line as this offense gets set to take over. And the Browns offense back out there ready to take over. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Holding offense.
So he got his hands a little too far outside. The ref caught him through the flag. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a second.
And got his man complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. A reminder coming up at halftime. Larry Ridley will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before that. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's complete. It's Gordon. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And quickly they get to the line. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Looking sideline, incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes like this. Drop you into the start of this next possession. The score, 7-0. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 2nd down, here's Crowell. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on 1st down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
They was stopped on that play. We've had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
Illegal block in the back. Offense. Still 2nd down.
play fake. He'll look to throw. Complete. Smith has it. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 13 yards on the pickup, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Flushed out right. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now following that. This offense ready to get back out there as they'll have the football to start the 3rd quarter. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. Second half begins with a run by Crowell. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set him up.
They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
It's a gain of 14 there, and that'll be good for a Cleveland first. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
All right, it's football 101 to know that the quarterback controls just about everything on offense, but a lot of times what gets missed is that the center controls line play. He has to communicate to the guards and the tackles what type of front they're facing, how they're going to block it, and what adjustments need to be made sometimes on the fly as a defense will shift. Give the center a lot of credit because for the most part, he's got big defensive linemen over his face all game long that he's got to try and block and protect his quarterback and create space for his runner. In this case, he did a really nice job of communicating and executing. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, the risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. Excellent punt. This offense in a tough spot down inside their own 5. And here are the Browns now as the offense comes back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll run the option left. Oh, nice move. And they'll get him down up past the 15. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
In most cases, you want your quarterback to protect himself. Slide, get out of bounds, get down. But every now and then, when he breaks a tackle, the respect level of his teammates goes sky high.
Here's a give to Crowell. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Dante Fowler just made a play that he could be really proud of there. Nice tackle for loss, and what a relief it is for him to be back on an NFL field after missing his entire rookie season with a knee injury.
I think the entire defensive unit is relieved that he's out there.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Crowell. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Give him 18 on that one. And it's good enough for a Cleveland first down.
I love when a play results in a game that I can actually kind of fall back on one of my favorite adages, and that is anytime there's a run over 10 yards, it means that the offensive line did its job, but you know who else did? The wide receivers. Because the first 7 yards kind of belong to the offensive line and the running back. Anything after that means the wide receivers did a great job of blocking downfield, being willing to mix it up, and give them some more space to gain additional yardage.
They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
I've yet to meet a wide receiver who likes to block more than catching the football, but the best ones understand that that's how they'll actually get more passes thrown to them if they help in the run game. And anytime you get a run of that yardage, that means the wide receivers did help. They get down to what a lot of people call the second level, the linebackers, or the third level where the defensive backs are, and they get out in front and put their bodies out there and create more space for their runners to gain the yardage.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Defense thinking pass. They've got the nickel set out on 3rd and 6. Gets it to Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Josh Gordon, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Browns add 6 to their lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This offense will head back out there, already in excellent field position thanks to the interception. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They'd have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Now a handoff to Crowell. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Call it a gain of 2 as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. It's the Browns football, and they've got the lead here as we start quarter number 4. So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll run it again with Crowell, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to 4th down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And the gamble fails. It's incomplete. They pass. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 35. A gain of 19 and picking up the... Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Going up top. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
The best receivers we know always tease their quarterbacks that, hey, no matter what you do, you cannot overthrow me. Well, guess what? That's exactly what happened on that play. Normally, they time it up pretty well, but on that one, he just overshot him.
This will be fielded at the 17. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
We'll see what his offense can do. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Third down and 8 now. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. A nickel back added defensively as they look to stop this 3rd and 8. Back to throw here. He was looking for Devin Smith that time. And it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he uncorks a beauty. Best of the day. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes Blake Bortles now to lead his offense back out there. And the stats on the screen tell the story. A great start. This defense, they made some good adjustments, though. He's fallen off since.
Have to like what they did at the half, but you also have to like the fact that they hung in there. Despite the fact they had a tough first half, he was locked in, right? And rocking and rolling. They came out, made their adjustments, got their confidence back. Now they're causing him all sorts of trouble.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. A good start there on first down. They've got to have this drive.
No doubt about it. Down a couple of scores. They have to find a way to put it in the end zone. Chunk plays, explosive plays. That will be the key to this drive.
Now Bortles. It's caught right side. It turns. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. Again, it's Bortles. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. That man can leap, Charles. How do you defend a pass like that and a receiver that good?
Partner, you're really doing it through prayer, because you can cover them totally downfield, but at the end, their athleticism actually allows them to uncover themselves and go over the top of you and make a play.
And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. 2nd down here after the incomplete pass. And they're going to go soft on the corners. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. And his throw here is incomplete. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Bortles again. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Bills got to have this one. And he's got it to Hearns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Wow, talk about a big 4th down conversion for the score defensively. How do you let that happen?
I think you start with the offense, and you give them credit for going for it, having that well, let's face it, audacity. But defensively, I think you're right on target, partner. There's no way something like that's supposed to happen in that situation. You're supposed to be able to shut that down and get the ball back for your own team. Instead, they give up not just a big play, but a touchdown.
And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. Simple slant route, and partner, really nice hard throw by the quarterback.
Nice timing between the quarterback and the receiver. They were perfectly in sync, and he put it right on him on the inside route.
This is Crowell. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, and sometimes that just happens. It is the NFL. They will make some plays against you. Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. On the run, it's Crowell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The D brought the house, they called the blitz, and they get to the quarterback, overwhelming the O-line.
And I would love to know, and we'll find out later on, was that called before the play, or did they audible into it? Because defenses change plays as well as offenses. Sometimes they get the set they want, they go right to the blitz, and in this case, they nailed it. Got right to the quarterback, no chance on that 4th down.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Kevin Dodd in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. And now they're in the hurry-up. Back to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. He's back to throw. It's caught right side. It's Hearns. Touchdown, Jaguars. Allen Hearns with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
Love the excitement we've got going here. If they just scored the touchdown, they're down by 1. How much fun is it now to figure out the possibilities? Kick the extra point and tie it. Go for 2 if they're really feeling in a gambling mood. What do you do in this situation?
I think you kick the PAT.
Yeah, I do too. Kick it, get my defense ready, and try and stop them one more time.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down.
And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. So the defense had a chance to catch their breath, and now they're back out and ready. The Browns send out their punter now, as he'll punt it away for the fourth time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we're usually talking about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chest match here late. Now a play fake here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Bortles. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So just about a minute to go here. Tie ball game.
As fans, we love free football. But the guys in the field don't. They're going to attack and go for the win right now.
Now Bortles. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now. He's been terrific so far. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Taking it about the 16. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They, of course, tie game, would like to avoid overtime if they could.
And a lot of people would go ahead and play it safe here and get to overtime and try and win it there. But, you know, sitting up here in the booth,
take some gambles.
I say let's go for this thing, try and push it, and maybe catch the defense back on their heels a bit.
See if they do that. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They'll run the option left. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Third down, Crowell. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. So the offense takes the timeout, and they are back out and ready to rock. The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on for the 5th time here today. And now the up man has it. It's a fake. Oh, but he'll be stopped well short of the first down marker, and it's a turnover on downs.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. He made his only attempt earlier. This for the win. And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And Charles, he hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
Exactly. And this was by far the most nerve-wracking. They just stepped up and calmly banged it through.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Jaguars, they get back to 500 now as the win moves them to 7-7. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Browns, they'll drop to 10-4 on the year. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Jaguars are winners here as we say so long from